Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Austin Loza, sophomore wrestler from Enid, Oklahoma, who became the most outstanding wrestler at the Sooner Athletic Conference Championships recently. And your championship match lasted only 20 seconds. So take us through what happened and how you were able to get the pin that fast.
He decided to tie up with me in the upper body, which I would say a lot of my teammates say it's not a good idea. But he decided to try to inside trip me, and as he was inside tripping me, I put my leg outside of his leg, and I just decided to, arch my hips and throw him all the way through, and he went right to his back. And he got me with his eye right here, busted my chin a little bit, but little wins,
Your semifinal match, you also got the pin in that one against an opponent who's ranked in the top 20. Take us through that one for us.
So I was kind of nervous going into that just because he was ranked, but I just trusted my training and my coaches, and I knew they had my back. And once I threw him to his back, I knew it's time to finish, and I got the pin. And I was just ecstatic. If I can do it with him, I can do it with anybody in the country. I can compete with anybody.
As a team, you guys had to overcome deficits coming out of the first day and into the final day as well. What did it take for your team to win the conference championship in this event?
I think it took a lot of, even if some things didn't go some people's way, they sucked it up for the team, and they decided to push through. And our coaches were telling us, if win or loss, we got to come off the mat, learning something. And I think that really showed, and it really showed in our confidence going into the next day, especially having 6 people in the finals. We had 8 people in the semifinals and then 6 people in the finals, and I think that boosted our confidence a lot to, actually pull the win through.
You're going to be competing in the NAI championships for the first time. What do you think has prepared you for that event?
My training partners, John McGowan, Connor Holman, those dudes, they beat up on me every day. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be half the wrestler I am, even just from last year. There's some great wrestlers, and all that energy in the room, and our coaches, they push us to our breaking point and then push us even further. And it's perfect for our team, and it's exactly what we need.
How do you feel like you've matured as a wrestler from your freshman season to this year?
My freshman season, I felt a little bit more timid. I didn't feel like, the same wrestler that I used to be back in high school, because I did take some time off before coming here for basic training and stuff for the Army. And I came back, and, just going into practices and stuff with all these, top-ranked guys, I knew that these guys were all, state finals, state champions, and it made me nervous going in, but they all welcomed me with accepting arms, and we got after it, and we trained, and we've been grinding and just getting better. And it just shows that the stone really sharpens the edge of the sword when we're out there working hard for it.
Tell us your full given name and the story behind it.
My full name is Baltazar Austin Loza Jr., named after my father, but he told me that his parents got that name from one of the 3 wise kings in the Bible. So I thought that was really cool. But
what's your major at OCU?
I'm a criminal justice major.
So what kind of career plans do you have for yourself when wrestling's over?
I do plan to look into becoming a detective or maybe a FBI of some sort. But I really have been passionate about wrestling ever since I've joined. So I want to be an MMA fighter. I think I can go pro, and I think I can make it to the UFC, and those are the real plans. But of course, I'll use my degree, and I'll definitely have something to fall back on.
Tell us about your time in the service.
So far, I've been in 3 years. I went to Fort Leonard Wood for basic training and AIT. I am a 88 Mike, which is a truck driver. I was first in my class when I graduated in AIT, so I was really proud about that. And it really changed a lot about my mindset. Being younger, I thought, maybe I don't have to work hard during these certain times, but going through that experience, it gave me a lot of morals and standards to put myself by and live by, and it's just helped me overall in my civilian life. And I'm really grateful that I went through that experience.
So finally, tell us about what brought you here to OCU.
So while I was in basic, I was actually committed to another school, and since I was there for too long, they had to drop my scholarship. So whenever I got back, I was looking for a new home, and I had remembered that I was actually hit up for to come wrestle here, and I got in contact with the new coach, Coach Hazewinkle now, and he had open arms for me. I had one phone call with him, and he was so cool about everything. Yes, man. Yeah, we'd love to have you. I'd love to meet you. Let's set up a time. And it just immediately felt like home. And now knowing the things I did know about him, because whenever I first met him, I didn't know how good of a coach he actually was, and it's been such a ride, and he's actually probably the best coach I've had ever.
All right, that's Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Austin Loza. You can follow the stars on OCUsports.com.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever, because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 I am a champion of character.